Hey everyone, welcome to day 2 of the Small Daily Action Challenge. So way to go on posting your value posts on your social media platforms. That's amazing. Some of you shared links and screenshots in the day 1 accountability posts. Thank you for doing that. I absolutely love to see what you're doing. Before I go any further, if you require any assistance accessing any of the accessing the group or any of the materials or emails, please let me know. Send an email to info@jencottis.com and I or someone will be able to assist you to make sure that you're getting the most out of this challenge. All right. Okay. So let's get into day 2. The Small Daily Action Challenge is indeed in full swing. Now, if you take action by the end of the week, you'll see how easy it can be to make your business a daily habit that feels natural, simple, and fun. And as you know, I'm all about helping online entrepreneurs create a simple business and a life that they love. So that's what this Daily Action Challenge is all about. Please know that I am sending you emails each day with instructions and homework to do. And I am encouraging you not to watch all these videos in one day or not to do these daily actions in one day, but to spread them out over the full 5 days, okay? So it should only take you 15 minutes a day, and some days it may even take you less. Now, by implementing this 5-day repeatable system, my clients typically see two to three new clients coming into their business within about 3 weeks. Now, this definitely depends on you, but I really want you to understand that the work that you do in week 1 will bring you results in week 2 and week 3 and so forth. So keep doing this repeatable system in order to see those results. Okay, so today's action, the day 2 action, is all about connecting in other groups. Before I get into how to connect in other groups and how to take advantage of those other groups, I want to talk about why other groups, okay? So here are 8 benefits of connecting in other groups. So number 1, you get to leverage other audiences. This is especially excellent if you're just starting out and maybe you don't have your own private Facebook group, you don't have a huge Facebook following or Instagram following, or this just might be your strategy, is to connect in other groups and leverage other audiences. Number 2, it helps you find your niche, okay? So you can get a sense of where people are hanging out by just listening in on other groups and getting a sense of what they need and matching that up to what you can offer. Number 3, you get to listen to your niche. So this is where you can get a sense of some of the marketing language that they are using. So some of the language around the problem that you can solve that they are using, you can actually grab those words that they're using and put it into your own marketing. So you know that you are better speaking to your audience, right? The other thing to look out for is, what are their 3 a.m. worries? So like, what is it that drives them to do their business? What is it that they're most worried about? What problem that can they solve, right? Or what problem do they have that you can solve, rather, right? So, I mean, yeah, so it allows you to kind of dig in and listen to exactly what it is that they need. And then you can adjust your services, your marketing message, your offer accordingly. So other groups are excellent for really helping you pay attention to those kinds of things. But you have to actively go in and look for that and listen to that, and even maybe compile some keywords or a basic understanding of what people are actually struggling with. Matching that up to a problem that you can solve for them, and then articulating your offer so that you can actually go and help them with that, okay? And that brings me to number 4. Other groups are a great place to test and do market research. So maybe you have some questions, or maybe just have some genuine questions about, like, well, what do you guys like better? Do you like videos or do you like blogs, right? Like, you can kind of go in and ask your particular niche that question. You can ask, do you prefer one-on-one or do you prefer group, right? So you can get some idea around how to formulate your offer for your particular niche. Number 5, it allows you to manage your own time. So I know that with my 10-hour business week and the limited time that I have, it is tougher to coordinate collaboration activities compared to compared to just going into other groups when I can go into other groups and leverage those audiences there and connect with people anytime, right? So it gives me that flexibility. Number 6, the engagement can be higher. So especially if you are just starting out, and so maybe you have like a Facebook group that isn't quite, isn't active yet. Like you might have a couple hundred people in there, or maybe you just have like 10 or 50 and you're just starting to build it up, right? So you're not going to have a lot of engagement in those smaller groups. And specifically, even if you are, repositioning or pivoting your business, the people that are currently in your group just may not be engaging in some of your new content. So, engagement just might be higher in other groups, right? Especially with the volume that might be in some of those larger groups. Number 7, I love connecting in other groups for the collaboration and for the new friendships. So I think that's kind of enough said there. Like it's when you go into other groups, definitely be open about not only like who could be your potential client, but also, well, can I collaborate with this person? Oh, this person is interesting. Oh, I think I could be friends with that person, right? So just kind of be open, and it's just a great way to stay connected in your network, whether it's within your specific niche of people that you serve, or if it's within a general business network, and to look for those opportunities for collaboration. Okay. Number 8, and I think this is an obvious one, is that it is visibility. So when you are consistently showing up in other groups, and as you are making friends with people, you're accepting friend requests, the more that you post in those other groups and the more that you show up consistently, your visibility is just going to be there for your audience, and they're going to get to know, like, and trust you if you consistently show up in other groups. So those are 8 reasons why I love connecting in other groups, and the benefits of connecting in other groups. Now, definitely follow the rules in the other groups, respect the boundaries, respect the rules. You do not want to get kicked out. There's definitely etiquette, and it depends on your niche, and it depends on, the rules of that group. So be kind, and definitely follow the rules, and be respectful. Okay, now into your daily action. Step 1 is to connect in another group. So we're actually going to go and connect in another group. So find a couple groups on Facebook where your ideal audience might be hanging out. The task here is to scan the group and look for posts or comments where it makes sense for you to either like or comment on that post. Now, your comments can either be simply about cheering someone on, or it could be about offering an opinion, or with permission, offering an individual a tool or a piece of useful advice that you have to offer that you specifically have an expertise in. Okay, that's it. Step number 2, this is optional. You can also find posts to comment on by using the search function. So inside the group where your ideal client might be hanging out, search for keywords that may indicate someone is actively looking for your business, and that could use your service, your expertise, and then engage in those posts or those comments. Now, here are some examples. So I give you a demo inside the course area to show you specifically how to do that. So I actually do a screen share of me doing this on Facebook. So go and check that out. But here are some examples. So you can just do use the in search of function, and it's demoed for you. So please check that out. But for example, if you're a life coach, you can just say in search of life coach. Well, then you can look at all the posts that people, or posts or comments where people are talking about, like, well, I really need a life coach, right? So then that's an opportunity for you to actually go and put your name in and connect with them, or even just look at what it is or why it is that they're looking for a life coach, right? You can also, if you're a personal trainer, say in search of personal trainer. If you're a virtual assistant, type in the words in search of virtual assistants. So this is like a really direct approach. Now, for an indirect approach, you can use other keywords to search for. So it might be something like health, or struggle, or overwhelm. It could be, the word time, or lacking time, or looking for advice. Like they may not even know that they need you yet, right? So but you can certainly offer value and make a connection, you know, where they might be talking about a problem that they have. Does that make sense? So again, I created a demo for you. I created a search function demo. It's in the downloads in the course area, so definitely check that out. So I tend to do this on Tuesdays, and I call this In Search of Tuesdays. So that I know what I'm supposed to be doing on Tuesdays. Does that make sense? Final step of today's challenge of today's daily action, I should say, in this small daily action challenge, is to tell us that you completed day 2. Now, as usual, there is a post ready for you in the Simple Business Entrepreneurs group. The link is in the description. It's in the unit sections if you go there, and just tell us that you've done the daily action, because we are all here to cheer you on. And that's it for day 2. So finally, if you do know anyone that could benefit from growing their business on 50 minutes a day, it is not too late for them to sign up to the challenge. Invite them to register at jencottis.com/challenge. I can't wait to see you in the next video, where it is all about going live. Don't worry, if you don't want to go live, I have an alternative option for you.